one, I wanted to touch bases with you and let you know that I feel you being stuck in your symptoms and not knowing what to do. I used to be that person. I was stuck in my symptoms. I had HEDS, cancer. I'm a cancer survivor, and thriver. Um, I had arthritis from the HEDS for my bones and wouldn't just they just popped out of place, like my joints and stuff. They just popped out of place, and my knees would buckle, and I would fall. It was horrible, y'all. I was in constant pain. My uterus fell. It wouldn't hold it. It wouldn't. My body just wasn't holding itself together. Cancer survivor and thriver. Had medical PTSD from all the shit show that was going on. I don't have no symptoms from that. So I am totally symptom free. Not only that, but when I hit menopause, everything that I was doing before for weight, staying trim, staying strong, all that, it didn't work no more. That went out the window. And here's one thing that I've learned from my journey. Two things. There's two things I learned from my journey. One, quit looking for a one size fits all. You're not going to find it. We are unique individuals, which means that we need to address our bodies and our symptoms as such. The journey that got us to the imbalances all are unique. No two people live the same journey. Okay, so therefore the traumas that have accumulated to cause the imbalances are very unique. Our bodies are very unique. Our constitution it's very unique. Okay, so when we're looking for outside answers and we're like, hey, what worked for y'all? Hey, how many posts have you seen like that? How many posts have you done like that? How many posts? No judgment. Okay, every time we do that, we're implementing strategies that's worked for other people. That's not helping us. And sometimes it's making it worse. Okay? So, number one, stop looking for a one size fits all. It's not out there. What works for one person might not only not work for you, but make you worse. Okay? So, that's number one. Number two, quick fixes. We live in a society where we want everything fixed now. But not only that, when we're hurting and we don't feel good and we're sluggish and we're fatigued and we're gaining weight, we want something that's going to fix it now. Well, nothing's going to fix it now. But what we can do, all right, we can soothe the symptoms. We can support our bodies while we're addressing the root cause. So this whole one size fits all, stop posting and asking people what worked for them. Unless you know their constitution, unless you have the exact same journey as they had, what's working for them might not only not work for you, but make things worse for you. Okay, your journey and your accumulations of your traumas are very unique, and that makes your imbalances very unique. So quit looking for people who what they've done and this done and that done that's worked for them. It's not going to happen. Stop it. All right. Quick fixes. Quit looking for something that's going to fix us now. And like I said, I get it. When we're suffering and we're in pain and we're gaining weight, we want to fix it now. Been there, done that. Wanted the same thing. Trust me. When I had cancer, fix it now. I don't want this in me. When HEDS, I found out I had HEDS, and that explained a lot of the crap that was going on in my body. Fix it now. Fix it now. Okay? When medical PTSD started kicking me in the ass, fix it now. What's working for you? What did you do? Okay, but none of that worked. Now what? Am I just here to suffer? No. Okay? And quick fixes. There was no quick fixes. But I was able to soothe the symptoms, support my body while I got to the root cause. Getting to the root cause, okay? So, you ever feel like you know what is wrong, but you don't know the how to fix it? Like you're chronically sleepy, you can't tired, you just feel blah, and you're chronic pain. You know what's wrong, but you don't know the how. The how. I'm in pain. I feel tired all the time. Is the how? Is the what? The how is the root cause, and you don't know the root cause. If you don't know the root cause, you don't know how to fix it, right? So there's that. Okay. So what I have learned through my journey with PTSD, cancer survivor, ACDS, and arthritis. Okay? Stop looking to everybody else at what works for them and stop looking for quick fixes. Instead, I know the what's wrong. I need the how. How do I fix this? How do I stop this? That means I had to dive into what's causing it. What's causing it for me, not Becky, not Samantha, okay? Me. What's causing it for me? All right? What's my root cause? What is my body? What is my constitution? Okay? So, I had to figure out that. What's my body's constitution and what's my root cause? So I knew the what. I needed the how. And the how was your root cause and know your body. Then you learn to listen to your body and communicate with your body, because all these symptoms is your body's way of yelling at you. It's talking to you. It's communicating. The problem is we don't know how to listen, and we don't know how to communicate back. We don't know how to decode it, and we don't know how to communicate back and map it. Which brings me to something that I created on my journey that I used. I started off with all these notes. And let's say that got to be a pile. So I was like, I got to do something else. I need something that has a map and some kind of strategy to it to help me keep up with my progress and my progression and what's working for me and what's not working for me. So I started off small, just making this system that I used on my journey, and it's massive now, y'all. It is the neatest thing, and I'm so excited about it. And best thing is, it's there for you free to use. What is it? All right, what it is. It's a body decoder / map. I haven't came up with no name for it yet. If y'all come up for a name for it that makes sense and people know what it is when you say it, please let me know. I'm up for suggestions. Right now, I just call it body decoder / map. It is what it is. Okay, what it does, though, is what is so interesting. It's so neat. And, like, all this up in here, what is all this? Why should you trust me before I tell you about this, okay? Why should you trust me? Well, because along my journey, surviving cancer, thriving, symptom-free of HEDS, arthritis, PTSD, yeah, I think that's all. I'm symptom-free. Menopause, symptom-free. I did go through menopause hell, y'all, when it started until I figured out the root cause. Yep, I did. Gained weight. Everything I was doing wasn't working. Gained weight. Couldn't get it to stop. Then their hair started thinning. No, there is no extensions in here. This is my hair. Okay? It's a little fuller than it looks. It's just that damn light up there. I need to cover it up. Okay? Skylight. Alright? So all this, my hair is longer and stronger and thicker than it's ever been. It's a little longer than it looks because it's wavy, but it's actually like down to here. Okay? I used to never get my hair to grow past here. And when I did, the ends of it would be all straggly, and my hair started falling out, y'all. It was scary. It was hell. All right. I mean, like, when I had cancer, that was my first thought, was my hair falling out, right? And I made it through cancer, no chemotherapy, got rid of cancer, the whole 9 yards, never had to have chemo, none of that, and my hair didn't fall out. Yeah, you wouldn't think that would be a thought when you have cancer, but trust me, it is. Okay? All right. I made it through all that, made it to menopause, and my damn hair started falling out. Oh, and it was gray. It's not gray. Look, there's no hair coloring in my hair. Okay? It went back blonde. Alright? There's no hair coloring in my hair. Nope, not a bit. All natural. Alright? The gray disappeared. So, not only am I cancer-free, symptom-free of HEDS, arthritis, menopause, all of that, but I created this. Oh, why should you trust me? Because I've been there, done that. Alright? So, I'm symptom free now. I'm on the other side. I went through being scared, being pissed, denial, you name it. I went through it. But the hardest part was being confused. Confused and scared. Because I didn't know the how. Like I was talking about a minute. Like, you know the what's wrong, but you don't know the how. And the how is the root cause. But you don't even know what your own constitution is, and to get to the root cause. And the more I learned, the more I got confused, which more panic happened, more being scared. Started kicking in PTSD even more, because by the way, it was medical PTSD because of all the shit show. Okay? All right. So those were the hardest things. So as I went on my journey, I realized that there was no quick fixes, and what worked for everybody else didn't always work for me, and sometimes it made it worse, right? All right. So I don't have glasses on. If y'all leave comments. Hi. Hello. Let me put my glasses on so I can see people. Okay. Oh, I am so not good with names, people. Dins. Oh, I wish I made this more simple. Hi. What's up, gang? Hi. Let's see. No, that's not your name. Your name is LLY Deft. I'm not sure. Official Star. Hello, y'all. Hello, hello. Thank y'all for saying hi and stopping in. Okay, I really appreciate y'all. I'm sorry I'm hacking y'all's names all to hell. Sorry about that. Alrighty. But I really appreciate y'all being here. So a little recap. My journey. What I've learned. No quick fixes, and what works for everybody else might not just work for me, but could make things a whole lot worse. Alrighty? Those are the two things I've learned in my lessons. Why listen to me? Because I am a survivor and thriver of cancer. Never had to have chemo. Okay? Have diagnosed with HEDS, hereditary. Say there's no fix for it. Symptom free. My uterus done fell. My joints were popping out of place. I developed arthritis. My knee would just give out as I was walking, or my hip. It would just buckle, pop out of place. The bone in my foot would pop out of place. That's HEDS for you, y'all. Tons of body pain. All right. Symptom free. Menopause. Started with menopause hell. Symptom free. Weight gain. Came in like a damn freight train. Everything I was doing before wasn't working. Stopped working. Hair started falling out. Made it through cancer just to get to menopause, and my damn hair started falling out. My hair has never been so long and so thick. Not only that, but it was gray. And I don't know if you can see, but it is just pure blonde. It is just pure blonde. I have highlights, natural highlights, but not gray. Like when I say gray, all this was silver. Okay? It all corrected itself. I shit you not. Hair is longer and thicker than it's ever been in my entire life, even when I was a kid. It's actually down about right here. It's just all wavy. Okay? Okay, so why should you trust me? Well, I've lived it. Okay? But why else should you? Okay, so I lived it. So I made it through it. What is that? How's that going to help you? Well, along my journey, everything that I did, everything that I tried to apply, everything that I learned, I got certified in it. Why did I get certified in it? It wasn't for, to have the certifications and stuff like that. It's because I felt like if I dove deep, if I got the certifications, it would dive me deeper into what I was learning. Not just as a student, but as a teacher. And then I'm learning both sides. I'm learning more in depth. So I just got certified in every damn thing I did, and the certifications are crazy. All right? But more than my certification, it is my journey. Alrighty? It's my journey. I raised 4 kids going through this. Took care of my mom. My mom passed away, and I was taking care of my dad when my mom passed away. I ended up taking care of my dad the whole time. Cancer, HEDS, all that. Started menopause in that time as well. Probably is what kicked it the hell in. When he passed away, my grandmother passed away. I lost all of them all within 3 years, right in December each year. And my mother-in-law, okay? So it's my journey. The cancer survivor, the HEDS symptom-free, arthritis symptom-free, menopause symptom-free. I have, yes, all the certifications, but my journey, y'all, my journey is real. I get the struggle. I get the struggle from having kids and trying to make it through it and everything. Yes, I got the certifications. Yes, I am actually an accredited teacher, holistic teacher, where I create courses and I certify people in the courses. Okay? So that's just a little bit of why you should trust me. But here's a little bit more about why you should trust me. Because I've learned to understand that we are all unique. Our journeys that created our traumas, the journey is unique. Therefore, the traumas are unique. Therefore, the imbalances are unique. Okay? And I've learned how to get to the root cause, understand my body, understand bodies, the Constitution, how they communicate, decode it, communicate back and give it what it needs to support it. Okay, with that, getting to this little nifty thing I created because I'm extremely excited about it. Along the way, tons and tons of paper, notes, 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 notes. So I created this little interactive portal. And what it does is, as I was going, I would create these questions, and I would create answers, and I would interact, and everything I know I put inside this thing, okay? And so going along with everything I know, Ayurveda background, herbologist, yoga psychology, and many, many more, I would just dump in this thing. Because what I needed was a place that all this that was up in here was in one place, and that when okay, this is a symptom I'm having. This is what's going on. This is what's going on. It would tell me what imbalances I was having at the time and what was what I needed to support it. Right down to how I needed to eat at that time. Minerals I needed, herbs I needed, my tea creations. That's where I started getting to selling my teas, because I don't like swallowing pills, and I love teas. So I started creating teas, and now I have my own line of teas. Concoctions for teas for different kind of body types, symptoms, you name it. It helped me create that, and then I would have it all in one place, and then as my symptoms would change, I would come back, because like it also told me my primarily ones to address, and then the secondary, and usually the secondary goes away when you address the number ones, and once you address them and the secondary are still there, sometimes they speak a little louder, sometimes they're just still there. Well, then you know to go and address them next, and so all of this was finally in one place I could keep coming back to, and I can keep coming back to. Well, what I done is I just built this whole portal database, okay? And it even tells you which diet out there is best for to support your body according to your answers in Ayurveda. And it even tells you that. Like, we got keto, we got primal, we got what else do I got in there? Intermittent fasting and vegetarian. Okay. Do you ever seen people that are on like a keto or intermittent fasting and they're thriving, but then you talk to somebody else and you said it was the worst thing they ever did? There's a reason for that, because the one that they tried was, and it worked for them, was actually made for their body. And the ones that tried it that got sick from it is because it wasn't for their body. I mean, it's not because it was shit, it was, or didn't work, or didn't have no value, or, whatever, because it did for the right person, okay? So, and like your body changes, so what your diet needs will change too. As your body, like when you start out, some things are too harsh for your body and can kick in cortisol even more, which will kick in more insulin resistant and more fatigue and gaining weight and body cramps or whatever, So I even designed it to let me know what phase I was in, what type of diet I should be eating at that time, and even generate my own meals according to my results. What else? Minerals that I needed, herbs that I needed, my teas that I needed, my body type at the time, what was going on, what my constitution was at the time. Oh, yeah, so much in there, so much in there. So what I've done, the reason I'm excited about it is because I've actually opened the doors and made it public. I released it, and it's getting full fast, but it's free. You can go in and you can just take a few minutes, answer the questions. I'm not a doctor. I don't play doctor on YouTube, TikTok, or Facebook, or any damn where else. I'm a holistic practitioner. Before you make any changes in your life, or in your diet, or in your routine, go talk to the damn doctor. All right? Just know that. Disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I don't play one on TV. This is for educational purposes only. There you go. So, with that said, you don't even have to put a card in, y'all. Don't ask for a card. Now, you're going to get tons of information. You're going to know which diet works best for you, some herbs, tea that might be good for you. You're going to know your body type. You're going to know quite a few things in it for free. Now, there are going to be some things that you can see that you can get unlocked by jumping on one-on-one meeting. This is why I did that. Okay, the reason why I did that is because if I just spewed out everything to you and you don't even understand it all, I make available to you what I think is comprehensible, what you can understand, and some quick fixes, some things that you can implement at the time to support your body. But it's still going to have questions. I'm sure of that. And not only that, but if I just like blah it all out there for you, you're going to be overwhelmed. You're going to be like I was. You're going to be confused, scared, not knowing which way to go, and just overwhelmed. Okay? And I didn't want to do that. So, you'll see some things that can unlock, and there's so much, much, much more that I can go over with you based on your results. And you can jump on, you can work with me for 90 days. Like me holding your hand for 90 days. Uh, that is a limited time. I don't have a lot of time to be able to do that, so the door is open to just a few that I know that I can handle, because the very moment I feel like um, when I feel like I am no longer able to be at my best for you because it's getting overwhelming, I'm going to shut the door and stop taking applications, open the door, stop taking people in to do the 90 days with. 90 days is a lot of time for me to hold your hand. Okay? But the door's open for that. And the clarity call, it's opened. That's limited too, because I can't go all day, every single day, taking clarity calls and going over everything with you. Clarity call is to find out where you're at now and what's your next steps. And I'll give you 2 weeks free meal in there. Sorry about my dogs out. Well, not sorry, they're part of my life, so it's just part of everything. Tiffy, no. She's mad because she's in a pen right now. She's in heat. Okay, so jump on the clarity call with me for 15 minutes, or you can jump on for 90 days. But where I'm going to suggest you start is go to the decoder and map. Now, if you got another name for that, let me know, because I just keep calling the damn thing a decoder and the map portal. I ain't thought of a name for it yet. I can't think of a name that actually lets you know that it decodes your signals of what your body's communicating, and map it, because the map is where you can go back in as your symptoms are changing and take the quiz over again as many as you want to. It's your portal. Okay? You can go back in, take the quiz over again, and it's going to regenerate new suggestions for you. So it's a body decoder and map. I don't know. I mean, what am I supposed to call it? If y'all have ideas, drop me some ideas. I'd love to see y'all's ideas on what to call it. That makes sense. That people will know what it is when you say it. Maybe a little name before it or after it. I don't know. Rename the whole damn thing. I don't know. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. Alrighty. So where I suggest, I'm not suggesting you jump on 90 days with me. Maybe you're not there, and that's okay. I'm not here to make you do anything that you want to do. Okay, I'm here to support you. So don't jump on the 90 days. You're not there yet. You're not ready to commit and make big changes for 90 days. And by the way, I do in micro steps. I don't just go, bam, do this. No, that shit don't work. Micro steps. We implement a little at a time and make changes and get wins. Okay, and then we move to the next thing. Or you can jump on a 15-minute clarity call with me. But these are only while doors are open. It might switch over to a waiting list, and I can't guarantee that I'm going to open the doors again. What I like doing most is my coffee chat. That's where it's a cozy little online coffee tea chat where women come together and support each other. It's a place where you can come and talk about what's going on in your life, get some support, and share and be heard. Get some wins while you're there, and I promise you, when you leave there, you're going to feel a whole lot more hopeful and ready. It's kind of like a reset for the week. Is why I do it. It's like you come in, and I do it on Tuesday, not Monday, because everybody's slugging ash on Monday and nobody wants to hear nothing. So Tuesday, you come in, you're drinking coffee, you're drinking tea. By the way, I share my secrets of my healthy tea, because do you know that coffee spikes cortisol, and cortisol causes a host of shit, hurricane in your system, okay, including weight gain, because it spikes your cortisol. And it spikes insulin resistant, and then craving, and then weight gain, and this and that and that. So I wasn't going to give up my coffee. So what I did instead is I created my coffee that was actually healthy for me and implemented a strategy of when to drink it because that mattered too, right? But damn sure drink it first thing in the morning. But timing. Okay, and I share little secrets and things in there for different body types. You tell me what your, well, I can see it in my back office. I can open up in my back office and see your results, and we chat about your results while we're in there, and you just leave with some wins that day, feeling heard, and just feel more hopeful, ready to face your day. And we strategize some clarity on what your week's going to look like, some things that you're going to implement, some micro things that you're going to implement, what's working and what's not working. Okay. And so that's what the coffee tea chat. It's Thriving Coffee and Tea Chat. That's my favorite place. I'm not even going to lie to you. That's my favorite place. But I do like the connections that I make on my one-on-ones. I do love the interaction because I just care so much, and I just feel what y'all are going through, and I enjoy it. That's not the problem. The problem is having the time, and I got to give to myself and pour into myself. So I got my business that I run, the courses that I create and I teach, and the coffee chat that I run, the clarity calls and the one-on-ones. So I can only do them a limited time, and then I have to close the door when I feel like I'm not able to give fully to y'all because I'm getting drugged down too much and I'm doing too much. But I'm good for a little while, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about meeting new people and being one-on-one with people. So yeah, one of those. Maybe you're not in the 90-day. You're not there yet, and that's fine. I'm not here to make you do something you're not ready to do. So if you're not ready to do it, boo-boo, don't do it. Jump on the clarity call. 15 minutes with me. Think about it. How much time have you put into your life on trying to figure this shit out? 15 minutes? Not much compared to what you've done and how much time you've put into it. So 15 minutes, one-on-one with me, that's a win-win. Yeah, I'm taking my own horn. Trust me. It's a win-win, okay? It's a clarity. It's to find out where you're at and what your next steps are. I'll give you 2 weeks meal plan in there, too. Now, when you're working with me for 90 days, you get 12 weeks of meal planning. Okay, you'll get that in the 90 days. We adjust as your plan, as your symptoms, go away, and whatever's there next. You go back and take the test and the quiz, and then we'll go back over the quiz, and then we'll implement all the strategies according to that, and we do that for 90 days until you get it. And when you get it and you got it and you're thriving like me, you know it was worth it. You'll know it's worth it from the beginning because you're going to start getting these quick fixes and these quick wins, and you're going to feel like you're not lost and you're not scared, and you're going to have do y'all remember what I was talking about earlier? You know the what, you just don't know the how and the root cause. The how is the root cause, and so you don't know it, but you know what's wrong. You feel like shit. You gain weight. Your body hurts. You've been diagnosed with this or that, but you don't know the how. And the how is your root cause and your body, your constitution. Okay, so this will be on replay. Rewind it if you want to know why you should trust me. I'm not gonna stay here all day. I am hungry, y'all. Rewind it. Go back and find out why you should trust me. Why trust me? I let you know why I trust me. Go back and find it. If you're really serious about making changes, you'll go watch this in the replay. Okay? And if you're hearing the replay, hit replay so I know how many people's watched the replay. If comments say replay. If you're hearing the live, let me know you're in the live so I know how many people is in my live. Just so I can know how many's here. I don't have my glasses on. I hardly can see you people. Okay? Let's see what we got now. Jack said hi. And I covered the rest, and I hacked all the names when I covered the rest. Just saying. So anyways, what else do I do? Well, as you know, we are homesteaders, and we are on our journey on homesteading. I can tell you a little bit about that real quick. So this is our third homesteading land that we're looking for now. Our first one was in Tennessee, It was 10.5 acres with caves, and it was really, really cool, but it was too far away from our children and our grandchildren, so we started making our way back. We lived off-grid. I took care of my dad, but when I brought my dad in that winter, I was with him off-grid for that summer too, but I had to go on-grid during the winter to take care of him because my husband's a truck driver, and he was gone like 2 to 4 weeks at a time and taking care of my dad, who depended on me solely, and keeping him warm and doing everything myself, compost, toilet, you name it, everything was too much for me to by myself. So we had to go on grid. So we went on grid. When he passed away, we moved from there back closer to our, down towards, still in Tennessee, back over towards North Carolina to get closer to the grandbabies. Was actually trying to get in between one of our daughters that are in Tennessee and one of our daughters and with the other three that are in North Carolina and South Carolina, but real close to each other. We was trying to get just in between these, and we couldn't. We was on the other side of the one in Tennessee, but we was just on the other side of her. So we were like 3 hours closer. And we bought a homestead there. We sold the place that we had, and we sold it, bought this place here, bought the place in Tennessee. We homesteaded on it for 3 years, and we wanted to get closer because our grandkids are getting big. Our oldest one is 15. He's fixing to start driving, for heaven damn sakes. And I hear them talking all the time about, oh, I remember at my mom's and papa's when we did live down here in North Carolina, and they were real little. They have their memories when we were here. So we sold that place, and now we're back in North Carolina, back where we started off before we ended up in Tennessee in the first place. The journey to Tennessee was really interesting. I left North Carolina because our youngest two moved out. We had four, and our youngest two got of age, and they moved out. When they moved out, I jumped in the semi-truck with my husband, went on the road, lived in the truck with him for nearly a year while we was looking for land. And then we found the land in Tennessee. It was raw land. It used to be national forest land. So our first land was raw as it gets. Had bears, mountain lions, and cougars, and bobcats that used to come on my land all the time. It was crazy. And it was still trucking. I came off the road to homestead, and then I ended up taking care of my dad. And I did that off grid. And until I started taking care of my dad and that winter came. I took care of him during the summer on off grid, but when winter came, I knew I was going to have to keep him warm. We went on grid. But interesting thing is, we actually didn't own that land. We were paying payments on it. And then we talked to the people, and this is an idea for y'all. If you're making payments on it, talk to the people you're buying it from and ask them if you can. And what we did is we got a down payment. We had a large down payment that we asked for because we had paid most of it off, and even what our down payment wasn't what we was getting back from what we already paid it off. So it was a win-win for them. So we asked for a good-sized down payment, and they still had to make the payments on the land. And when we did sell it, we took that down payment, came closer to North Carolina because it was all we could find, and purchased and owned the land that was on there. And it was less land, but it had a pond with 3 types of fish. It was rough, y'all. It sat there for 7 years. It was crazy rough. So what we would do was come off the road. When we was in Tennessee, we did this too. We would come in on the semi, park on the side of the road, right on the land, and we would develop the land. Now, mind you, we didn't have tractors and stuff because we were on a semi, so we did it all by hand. And we had a little spot where we kept our wheelbarrow, our chainsaw, and stuff like that nobody can get to. And when we'd come off the land, we'd sleep in the semi on the side of the road, and then we would develop the land. And we dug all the way down into the middle of the 5 acres. It was 10.5, but we took 5 of it and dug into the middle of the 5 acres because they ran like this. We bought 2 lots. So on one of the 5 acres, we went right into the middle of it. So we did all that road by hand all the way down there. Cleared out a building site. Then we built the house there, a 2-story house from the wood on the land with a huge chainsaw. I got some pictures of it, maybe some videos somewhere that I might bring up, see if I can find, of the house, of our progress, what we did. Then when we sold that, we still owed on it. We took the down payment we got and bought the other land in Tennessee, owned it right out. It had 3 types of fish, bass, brim, and catfish. It was private, and it was sat there for 7 years, so we had to redevelop it. And we were there homesteading for 3 years, and then like we hear our grandkids over here going, "I remember when my mom lived, Papa lived down here, and I remember Halloween, and I remember Christmas, and I remember when we would go over, and I remember the bananas. Yes, bananas. They remembered bananas." And just hearing that's breaking my heart. And our oldest one's 15, and I was like, me and my husband both were like, "We got it. We got to get down there. We're missing too much." Plus, all the other ones started having kids. So the 3 over here started having kids, and the one up there started having kids. And we're like, we got to get over here in between them because we're just missing out on way too much. They're spitting out kids. The ones that are here are growing up, half damn grown, fixing to be driving and crap. It's like, you know how weird it is to been around for these 2 generations. You raise your own 4, and then your 4 start having kids, and now you actually see your first grandbaby fixing to drive. Oh, that's so crazy, but it's like we didn't want to miss no more. So now we're back where we started in North Carolina, and we're looking for land here. I still homestead even though we're in a camper, a really nice camper. Our friends asked us to come stay on their land with us, not go to a campsite or anything like that. We actually contemplated on staying on our land while we were selling it, but they said, come down here. We want you closer. We want you closer now. So we came down here, and like they were like, they don't even want us to leave. So, and I don't want to leave, so we're making sure. I'm so happy to be here with them that I don't want to go far. So we're like looking for places like 2 minutes down the road. We don't want to go far at all. So we're still homesteading. When I started on my move, I started putting them in containers. All our food and everything I'm growing in containers. I don't have a green thumb, y'all. You would think I would, but I don't. My husband does. But I'm learning, I'm growing, and as I'm growing, and as I'm doing, and I'm nurturing the plants, I'm learning, and I'm getting better at it. So we live chemical free. When we were homesteading and we were off grid, we did a compost. I said it, like a toilet compost. No, no electricity or anything. We did all that. We grew on the land there, but now when we started moving, I decided I was going to start putting it all in containers. We actually started moving last summer, so I didn't put a garden in, and I just kind of put them all in containers and started learning how to container garden. Didn't have tons of luck, but I had better luck than I thought it was, considering I kill everything. So I was really, my husband's not here all the time, wasn't here all the time to help me. Now down here he's local trucking. We're not owner operating anymore. We sold our semi and all that, and now he's local trucking. So now he gets to make sure I don't kill shit because he's got the green thumb, not me. So that's where we're at now. So I got my career, my business with the holistic practicing and holistopath. Sherra's holistopath, and I do that and always done that. And the homesteading, and we just kind of moved it into the RV and keep on going. And he's local and home more often, and it's we're so glad that we're back. I love this part of North Carolina. I loved where we left last. It was not like we left there like, ooh, let's go, I'm tired of being here. No, because I really liked it there. So it was like, but it was like emotional roller coaster. I'm getting close to everybody, but I'm leaving my home, but I'm getting close to everybody. It was one of those. But I'm still homesteading. I'm going to start doing videos. Actually, I have started doing videos. I was looking for land. I'm going to start posting those. And tinctures I make, everything I use, pretty much I make it myself. My toothpaste, you name it, everything, all my holistic stuff that I use, chemical free, my soaps. There's so many things that I do. I'm gonna start posting them more often. It help y'all leave in the comments which part of this y'all are interested the most in, or all of it. What y'all ask some questions. What do you want me to make a video on? What do you want me to make a series on? I really want to start making series. I want to make the homesteading series, and I want to make the holistic series, herbal series too. So put in the comments what series that you would like to see. Now, again, the reason why I jumped on here in the first place. Look, I like talking, y'all. So when I jump on, I just keep going. But sometimes I have a reason why I got on here, and the reason was to invite you to take the quiz. It's free. And to tell you what I've learned through the years on my own health journey. Remember, like I said at the beginning, no quick fixes and one size don't fit all. Learn your body, decode it. You know the what, not the how, the root cause. That's what that decoder does for you. Decoder map. Name it, y'all. Name it, because I don't know what to call it. It's been a long time of creating that. All my knowledge going in there, and everything that I needed was going in there, and it just grew. Now I created a whole back office in it where when y'all take the quiz, it unlocks all kinds of. I see where y'all struggles are. I see your results, and then it unlocks all kinds of other stuff for me to share with y'all. That's what the clarity call is for, or me walking with you for 90 days. You can jump on. If you're not ready for 90 days, you're not ready to make that leap, or you just don't know, you don't know me from that Adam's apple, so why are you going to want to jump on a 90 days with me? Then jump on a 15-minute call with me. All right, a clarity call. Let's find out where you are, where you want to go. You'll leave with some quick, some good little tidbits, quick wins. I'll give you weeks. You got to take the quiz. You got to go there anyways. So I'm just going to put the link on. It's going to take you straight to the quiz. When you land there, you'll see everything there anyways. And you take the quiz, and then everything will be inside your portal. It's your portal. You go back to it as much as you want. And no, there is no card to put in. You get your results without putting in a card. I hate going on things that, this is free, but put your card in. Hell no. No, you don't have to put your card in. I ain't going to offer you something that I don't want to do. And I don't even, everything that I've learned and have implemented and worked for me and didn't work for me is what I share. Okay? I'm not going to give you generic bullshit stuff, the one size fits all. I'm not going to do that. And I'm also not going to freaking blow smoke up your skirt either. I'm going to tell you how it is. I'm going to tell you how it is. And I might not be your cup of tea, because I might be too blunt for you. I might be like, no. And you might not like that. Well, then I'm not your person. You're just going to have to exit, What I am here for, I am your person. If you want somebody that's going to help you understand your journey, your imbalances, and help you find ways to support that. Understand your body, learn to thrive, have a place that you can go back to and revisit on your journey. That's who I am. That's who I am. I'm a person that's been there, done that. That is totally symptom free. No more cancer. Bye bye. No chemotherapy. Just bye bye cancer. HEDS symptom free. Arthritis symptom free. Medical PTSD from all the bullshit. Symptom free. Okay, that's who I am. All right, and I'm just here to share. I got a passion for it. What inspires me, what gives me the drive, what sparks me is this, y'all. Being scared, being lost, being confused. I see people where I was at. Menopause hits and your body goes to hell when you gain weight. When I see people there, I know it. I see it. I feel it. And it breaks my heart, y'all. Like, I feel it. And it's like, no, here, I got you. And when I get to help somebody, and I've helped a lot of people, and when I do that, I feel so connected and so happy for them. I don't see the people where I was. I see them over here where I am now, and it's like, yay. And I just want, look, y'all, I am able to go out in public, and I can see when people have health issues by looking at them at this point, okay? And it breaks my heart. It's hard to turn it off. And I have been known to run up to people, and I had to stop. Hey, have you ever tried this? Or would you like to try this? I had to stop, y'all. I was invading people's privacy. Not cool. But it's in here, y'all. It's in here. It's real. And I hate seeing people where I was at. It was hard. I was done, y'all. I was about ready to give up. But I just was like, no, I'm not going down. Cancer didn't take me. I'm not going down like this for the rest of this bullshit. So I treaded on. I realized that there was no quick fixes once I stopped doing that crap and I stopped looking for what worked for everybody else. You know those posts that you see all the time, and we're all guilty of making them. Hey, what works for you? What are you trying for this and that and there? And then we try it, and it might work for a little bit, and then it don't work at all, or it just don't work and we get worse, or it just don't work. You just get more confused. And that's because we're unique. Our journeys that guide us to our imbalances makes our imbalances unique. So you got to decode it and map it and understand the root cause. So, when I put all that together and the changes started happening, my hair stopped falling out. I didn't get cancer like they thought I would again. That's been a while, y'all. That's been years. HEDS, they said that was uncurable. I ain't got a symptom 1. My body actually stays in place now. Shit don't be popping out all over the place. I'm not in pain, symptom free. PTSD symptoms, gone. Arthritis, gone. Weight loss, ching ching. Because I was gaining weight. My hair was falling out. It was, y'all. Y'all should have seen it. It was getting so thin. Like, the edges, like ends were all breaking, and you can look at my roots and you see it was breaking, and I had like gray silver hair. I don't have silver hair, y'all. I don't have no dye in my hair. Okay? I had silver hair that had grown out to about here. When my daughter came up and seen me, she was like, "Whoa, Mom, you don't use dyes, you know? You actually dyed your hair." I was like, "No, I didn't dye my hair." Nope. I actually reversed the gray. And this isn't gray. This is pure white right here. This is highlights I've always had since I was little. They've always been there on both sides. I have a cousin that has one. She has black hair, and she has one streak down the back of her hair. They said it's a birthmark. I don't know if these were birthmarks, but they were always there. But yeah. What in the world, y'all? And my hair is actually right here when it's straight, but it's never looked this healthy. No, there is no extensions in my hair. None at all. All my hair is thicker, longer, healthier. I could feel the thickness. Like, I could feel the thickness in the summer now. And it's like, oh gosh, I could feel my hair. I know why people put hair up all the time. I never experienced that before. So, when all these started changing for me, I went from losing hair, gaining weight, everything I was doing wasn't doing. When I found out what my body needed, and the weight started coming off, and my hair started growing back, and the gray went away. What? And arthritis symptoms for HEDS free, no more cancer, PTSD symptoms gone. And I was like, people got to know this. People got to know this. They don't have to live like they're living. I got to get to telling people. I got to share this. And I remember when I got excited, and my I have I had 2. What do you call them? They're urologists. One was in a national institution for alternative care, a cure for cancer. She cured herself on cancer. And they were my, I won't say predecessors, but no, mentors. They were my mentors. I remember going to one of them one day, and I said, I want to help everybody. And they're not listening to me. What do? They're not listening. I know how to fix them. I know what to do. How do you make them listen? I just want to tell everybody. And like, it was really playing heavy on me. It's like, y'all don't have to suffer, okay? I'm not there anymore. How can I help y'all? And I went to her and I was like, what do I do? Because I want to help everybody. And nobody's listening to me. And she was like, well, you got to understand. People aren't there. They haven't learned what you learned. They haven't went through the transformation that you went through. And you got to also understand that you can't invade them like that. You can't change. You can't go in and change their journey. They have to be the one that does that. So that was really hard. Like, the passion is real, and I haven't lost that passion. I've just learned to back off a little. So what best way to help people? Get on videos. My YouTube channel, my TikTok, my YouTube channel is the biggest. I'm just starting over here on YouTube. And get on and share. And then my belief is that I share, I tell what works, what didn't work for me, where I'm at, who I am, what I'm doing, and the right people will find me. And then those are my people that I can actually support. And I can release all this and help and guide and support and be there for them. And Leave poor people alone that's not asking for my advice. So that's my goal here, y'all. Anyways, there's so much more that I've said, and I'm going to put this out there, and you come back and watch the replay. But in the meantime, if you would, please, the ones, when you watch it, whether it's recorded or live, leave in what you'd like to hear more about, because I want to create some series over here, and series in herbology, series in like inflammation, body types, uh, tinctures, things that I make, homesteading. And I don't even know how the algorithm or YouTube's going to handle me on that. But, like, I'm not a professional over here on YouTube and all that, so I understand the algorithm of Facebook. I don't understand the algorithm of YouTube yet. I'm learning it as I go. But, let me know what series of everything I've talked about you want to hear more of. So, anyways, I jumped on here to tell you what I've learned over the years, which was there's no quick fixes. And stop asking everybody what works for them, because what works for them might not necessarily work for you and can make you worse. That's what I've learned over the years. And you need to know your body. You need to understand your body, and that's where my decoder map comes in. My body decoder map comes in. It's free, no card, in the comments, in the description somewhere. And if it's not there and you can't find it for whatever reason, feel free to leave a comment and ask for it. And my email somewhere around. You can email me too. But if you go to the decode, when you get to decode, by the way, in the decoder, you can personally message me in there for free. Yes, you can. I've actually implemented the system in there where you can message me into the back office and I can reply to you in your portal. The portal's free. You get to go back to it as many times as you want to. And no, I do not release every bit of information in there because it would fry your friggin' mind. What I do in there is I give you quick wins, decode what the support for your body would be for your diet, whether it's keto, whether it's vegetarian, whether it's primal or intermittent fasting, because not all these diets are right for everybody. And it changes sometimes. Sometimes some are right for you and the other ones are not. And then all of a sudden the one that was right for you this time does not work as well because your body changed and your body needs are different. And you can go back and revisit. So when you get symptoms going away and then you come back in there and you want to know this or that, or you want to take the quiz again and regenerate all your shit again based on your new answers. Right, yeah, your new input. So, anyways, that's what it does. And you can go back in there, you can message me in there. And, okay, so if you want the rest release, which is way too much just to spew out on you in a damn site, a portal, you can jump on 90 Days with me, where I hold your hand for 90 days, and there's so much more that I will tell you. The minerals, a month, 12 weeks worth of meal planning, and I help you with micro steps to support your body according to your answers, according to Ayurveda. And for 90 days. And if you're not quite ready for that, because you're not really sure if you can make the commitment for 90 days, you don't think you're up to it, jump on a clarity call. Let's find out where you are at and what you want to do, and let's make a game plan for you to do it. And I'll give you a week's worth of meal planning when you show up. Not for signing up. No, you got to show up. When you show up, I'll reward you. But if you just sign up, and by the way, they're not reschedulable. The clarity calls, I don't reschedule them. So make sure you're at least ready to make 15-minute commitment and jump on it with me for free. Because if you don't show up, you don't get to get another one, boo-boo. And also, I'm not going to have them open. The doors are only open temporarily because I don't do these clarity calls, one-on-ones, stuff like that very often because it takes a lot of energy. I'm still running my courses. I'm still running every damn thing else that I'm doing and homesteading and take care of my husband and my animals and all this kind of stuff and my social life and my wellness and all these kind of things. So my doors aren't open forever, but right now I'm feeling energetic and I really want to meet new people and connect and be there with them because I really do enjoy doing it. It just takes a lot of energy. So, doors are only open for both of them temporarily. I can't tell you when it's going to close, but I can tell you it will close. Also, I'm only taking a limited amount at a time because I want to make sure that I can show up for you fully and not stressed out and overwhelmed by too many calls, because the clarity calls and the 90 days, they start booming. And when I open the doors, I'm not sure how many times I'm going to do this. I might do it 50 more times. I might not do it again. I don't know. It just comes when I feel it. When I feel it, I do it. When I don't feel it no more, I don't do it no more. So, it's not an all-time open door thing, but it is open right now. If the doors close, get on the waiting list. Can't promise you that I'm going to open doors back up. But take the quiz, you'll be in my system, and you can message me. Oh, and besides that, if I do close the doors, you can get one of my courses. Now, most of them I'm not live in. They're just recording. You don't interact with me on some of the courses. There is a mini course based on your results too that you can take in there. But you don't get one-on-one with me. You don't get to ask me questions. I don't hold your hand. I'm not there for y'all like that. But the quizzes, the courses are really good, and they go in depth, and you'll learn so much from it. So if you're not ready for a clarity call to find out where you're at and where you want to go, and some little micro steps to take, and a week's worth of meal planning based on your results, don't do it, boo-boo. If you're not ready for the 90 days to make real changes in your life, implement them, and really, really get some big wins from that, then don't do it, boo-boo. You got to do what's right for you. If you want to do the courses, do the courses. If you just want to take the quiz, then just take the quiz. It's there for you. That's what it's there for. So, with that said, I got to go. I done said that 30 minutes ago. I'm freaking hungry. I got to let y'all go. Thank y'all for showing up. Leave comments. Tell me what more you want to hear. Tell me if you take the quiz. Tell me if you're going to go take the quiz. Tell me if you're going to sign up. Tell me if you're not going to sign up. Okay, just tell me something, y'all. All right. Ciao. I forgot to get out of it.